Hey, it's your boy Vinny right here, and today I got a special review for you, and it's in regards to the new movie Dangal by Amir Khan. So I'm just gonna tell you this, and I'm just gonna get off the bat that I'm the biggest Amir Khan fan on this planet. Probably not the biggest, but one of the biggest at least. Um, I grew up watching Amir Khan. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies, but I kind of fell off, probably because I was born in Canada and typically, I would watch Bollywood movies once in a while, but it just became a trend for me to watch an Amir Khan movie for two reasons. One, he's a tremendous actor. You can't copy his style, and no one can really reach that level that he presents on the screen. He's very unique with the style. He's very convincing, and after all, he is a perfectionist. So yeah, and number two, his movies are absolutely amazing, and it's not a repetitive story each time he acts. It's not fall in love, break up, blah blah blah. Each story is unique. For example, you have Gajini, and then the following year you have Three Idiots, and within those movies itself, he shows two sides of characters, and I feel like in regards to Amr Khan as an actor, it's always showing two sides of that same character. In Gajini, it's Sanjay Sanghania as a billionaire, and then Sanjay Sanghania as a psychomaniac. Same thing with Three Idiots, as a college student, and then he portrays himself as a multi-billionaire. So Amr Khan's been proven to be probably one of the best actors on this planet, and even Hollywood has taken notice. People outside of India who have no South Asian origin are watching his movies because they think he's an amazing actor, and it's true. And of course, I was gonna go watch this movie, but what really stood out about this movie first of all was the fact I wouldn't say the trailer was the first initial reaction that or initial reason that I want to watch the movie aside from Amr Khan being the movie, but it's more of the plot. You have to understand that coming from a sexist society such as India, where women are deemed as pretty much nothing or housewives or just their whole purpose in life is to serve men. I feel like India as a country really needed a movie like this. Really needed a movie like this with all the rapes that happened, all the beatings of women, all the separation, and I'm really glad that this movie's coming out. I think it's coming out at the right time, considering India's transitioning from a more traditional, segregated culture to a more accepting, equal culture. And I feel like this movie is literally in between that transition phase. And I feel like I personally believe this movie might help transition this paradigm shift because it needed to happen one way or another. And I don't personally believe in violence such as war fixing an issue like this. I feel like this is a better transition, even though it might take longer time. And I'd rather have it take a longer time, be more of a peaceful transition to a more equal society rather than just fight, and kill. So, aside from that, the trailer itself was very impactful. First of all, the Disney logo pops up, and everyone's like, "Ooh, it's a Disney movie!" So, of course, that's going to pique a lot of people's interest. But it's more of the action scenes, the storyline itself. It's based on a true story, and yeah. So I went to go see it with my girlfriend Lauren on the first day of its release. Not the first day of international release in the. So essentially, the movie was released on December 23rd, but internationally, the movie was released 2 days earlier on December 21st, which has never happened before for a Bollywood movie, and I find that very bold of the distributors and stuff. But yeah, I went to go. I was one of the first people. I was one of the first people to go see the movie, and I was blown away by the performance. It was better than I expected. Spoiler here. Pretty much. Well, I think everyone knows the story by now because pretty much the trailer spoils it itself, but you have Amar Khan, who, of course, regrets not following his dreams because his parents don't want him to, because there's no money in that professional field. So he listens, and as years pass by, he slowly holds a grudge for himself and his parents, and he decides that he wants his son to carry on the torch, but he ends up with four daughters. And by the way, I just gotta get this out of the way. This movie's fucking hilarious. I thought I'd be crying every single second. It'll be sad. This movie it's pretty much a roller coaster when it comes to emotions. You're sad one minute, you're happy one minute. It's hilarious one minute. So yeah, and in the end, his daughters achieved what he wanted to achieve. But I also found it highly ironic that he listened to his parents, but so Amr Khan listened to his parents and got his life fucked over. And then Amr Khan's children listened to his parents, meaning Amr Khan, but their life. See. Here's the cool thing the movie shows is that Amr Khan wanted to pursue his dream, but in the end he pursued a career that would make him money. So he was well off financially, but he didn't have a gold medal. So it depends which context you look at. And then for his kids, they didn't get really a formal education or a real job, but they ended up becoming gold medalists. So I kind of feel like what the movie showed. I personally feel like Amr Khan really forced it upon his kids, similar to what his parents had done. That's how it seemed until you slowly realize that the two daughters actually accepted that this is a better route than just being housewives or doing chores for doing chores around the house. And yeah, like I personally at that moment felt like, okay, wait, he's forcing it just like how his parents forced him to do what they wanted him to do. But when you take in the context of, oh, okay, let's give it 1 year, and the other context of other women getting married off at young age and all that other stuff, and you got to see Geeta and Babita's perspective. It was a overall better storyline in that context. Yeah, it was an awesome movie. I really don't have much criticism of this movie. The first criticism I would have is that they overhyped Amr Khan's training session. He really gained like 100 pounds for this movie and then dropped all of it again for the scenes of him being young. And it was only like 30 seconds. I personally thought it was going to be first half of the movie's Amr Khan's struggle with his parents, and the second half being him passing the torch on to his son, but his daughters. He has four daughters, and then blah blah blah. But it was literally like 5 minutes of pretty much Amr Khan's life. And I honestly wish they had expanded upon that. Maybe taken some of the scenes when. I feel like there was too much extra scenes in regards to the oldest daughter and her Olympic journey and her international journey. I feel like they should have shaved off about 5-10 minutes there and added extra 5-10 minutes of Amr Khan, because we really didn't get that perspective of like anguish. Like, yeah, he really wanted that bad. It was just, oh, he wanted it bad, but okay, he's gonna put it upon his kid. It wasn't like, oh, that sucks. Oh, it's harsh. Like, yeah, you do get a little bit of flashbacks here and there, and like you see him looking at the gold medals that he wanted up on his wall, but it's empty, and you see the passion in him, but we really didn't see that. We also didn't see the flaws in Amr Khan, which is another big issue. Like, yeah, you want to make him look as good as possible or as much as a hero, but showing him as a flawless character is a flaw because it's not as believable as it should be. Yeah, there's nothing else. And also another criticism that my girlfriend actually mentioned was the fact that it seemed kind of too Hollywoodish, in the context of like it didn't feel like a Bollywood movie, which I feel like from a nostalgic perspective we're all accepting of, wow, this movie's amazing. But I feel like a few years down the road, this honestly may pave the way for a new genre of Bollywood, because I feel like every Amr Khan movie sets the stage for a new level. And if other movies do follow this route, I feel like a lot of Indians, especially like cultural driven, traditional driven people, will be very, very angry because, let's be honest, Bollywood is starting to become Western, and I feel like Western people need to accept Bollywood for the movie to be awesome, which isn't true. So there's a lot of issues with that. In that context, it is an issue, but at the same time, it really isn't. I feel like it suits this movie, but if it was another movie with a different storyline, I honestly don't think it would work out as well. But this movie did have songs, really cool songs and stuff. So yeah, honestly, I give it a 9.6 out of 10, 9.7. There's not much I can argue about. It's already made like 140 crore worldwide so far, which is amazing. So yeah, I feel like more people should see it, regardless of age, sex, gender. Doesn't matter where you're from, race. You need to watch the movie because it literally speaks the truth, and it's coming at the most greatest point in Indian history. So yeah, well, thanks for listening. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Khan movie for two reasons. One, he's a tremendous actor. You can't copy his style, and no one can really reach that level that he presents on the screen. He's very unique with the style. He's very convincing, and after all, he is a perfectionist. So yeah, and number two, his movies are absolutely. Hey, it's your boy Vinny right here, and today I got a special review for you, and it's in regards to the new movie Dangal by Amir Khan. So I'm just gonna tell you this, and I'm just gonna fell off, probably because I was born in Canada, and typically I would watch Bollywood movies once in a while, but it just became a trend for me to watch. And Amir can get off the bat that I'm the biggest Amir Khan fan on this planet. Probably not the biggest, but one of the biggest at least. Um, I grew up watching Amir Khan. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies, but I kind of